Okay. Hello. Oh, can't be here now, but I'll be there eventually. That's fine. All right. Hello, hello. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Now that I have this new setup, I can bring it down. Bada bing, bada booshka. That is a much better setup. Okay. Sweet. And maybe Malji will be here. But that is fine if not. Right. I need my pen. That's what I was missing. But everything else, except for the drawing pen. Ah, here it is. Alrighty. So, let's get started then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alrighty. Already gotten this recently, so we're not going to do it. Oh, this is a 2-for-1. Okay. Well, we'll count it as that. Let's see. Oh, yes, I forgot. There is one more thing that is missing. One more thing that I can't believe I forgot. Well, I can believe that I forgot it, but you know. Let's see. Alrighty. At the very least, you know what? This will be a good time to show this off, even though it is not quite complete. But that's fine. Let's do it. Boink. Hello? You're gonna... There you go. Okay, fantastic. I have a new setup. Or at least, like, a little bit of a new setup. Oh, come on. Gonna let me drag you around? There you go. So, yeah. Oh. Why is it so wide? That's weird. Whatever. It's fine for now. But yes, so I am in the middle of upgrading my little PNG tuber setup. There's still a good chunk to go. Like, I only have this and one other expression, but at the very least, it does something. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, hello. This doesn't show up right away, strangely. Fair enough. But yeah, I am making use of the new PNG tuber, or at least, like, you know, one of the expressions of it. Still, that's fine. I hope to. One of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get more expressions set up. I hope to get 7 over the next couple weeks, but you know, I don't know the rest of the 7. next couple weeks, but you know, that'll be here. I'll figure it out. Might have another stream of making that, but I don't think I will. I think I'll be able to do that in my own time. Alright, so things and stuff. Yes, so let's get started with this. Let's go for this type of iris. We'll go for the smashed screen, or, well, just the kind of device thing in general. And then we'll do... No, I don't want to do... Well, do we do a machine leg? Let's see. If we don't do a machine leg, what do we do? Let's do a claw. And you know what? We'll do wings. But I think I'll technically be including this as well, but we'll see. So, where can this be that it's out of the way? Okay, there's that. And then, oh, I keep forgetting that we're getting toward the end of the sketchbook. Let's just push you along the top. All right, there we go. Is that clear? That is fairly clear. Let's just... There. Does that look good? Yeah, that should be fine. I probably should set up slash get a new camera. Alrighty. Let's see. I like the idea. Someone just has a tablet and uses that to kind of control a backpack. Definitely made that arm a bit too long, but that's fine. Put the claw over here. Big claw. There we go. And then have the wing. Well, we'll put the wings folded back like. Now this is very close to how I would design one of those dinosaurs, one of those flying dinosaurs. Apparently, I always have to have dinosaurs that fly using technology. Dinosaur artificers. Instead of any sort of, reasonable thing like wings. This is up and down. This on top of this. Drop this. I need to draw more people. I can actually get used to this again. We'll make these like more apparent as wings now. There we go. Kind of a helmety thing. I really like these kind of cheek guards. Kind of surprised that people don't use them more often. And of course, because of how things feathered, I lost the eyes. That's fine. Yeah, that should be good enough. At least for this one. Also, how are you doing, Malji? Oh yeah, I just remembered. So I wanted to ask if you would be up to me changing the stream time for the Wednesday stream to like 2 hours before, and we would just go stream until 2 hours earlier, or an hour and a half earlier or something like that, and it would just be a stream until the video comes out. That's something that I've been considering as an option. Alright. Alright, did I get the two? No, it's just that I've used this deck a lot. Okay. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. I'm gonna actually use the other deck, but I'll figure out a way to shuffle it so that it actually shuffles. So I have used this deck way too much. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could do a classic riffle. Didn't go all the way, but that's fine. Good enough. Alright, hopefully this will be mixed up enough that it won't kind of clump things that I've already seen together. There's definitely a little bit of clumping going on because these are all the same style, but I can already tell this is gonna be at least new stuff. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah, this is very different. Let's see. Oh, this TV's upside down. Like this. Ah! Why are you ahhing? Ah as in new cards? Or as in something terrible has happened? Ah as in just the general. Sorry, completely zoned out and forgot about the stream. There. Let's see. I was drawing an art fight character. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here's the issue with me in art fight right now. The reason I wanted to sign up for I didn't sign up for it this year, partially because I'm too busy, but also like I don't know if I have an OC that would fit. Like, I don't have, like, I could maybe submit ink, but, like, I don't really, I don't really have a recurring character with a bunch of backstory and stuff like that that would fit everything. That would fit the general vibe of, like, what art fight is supposed to be for. Like, I have plenty of characters if I wanted to include my monsters, for example. But yeah, that's not really the vibe from my understanding. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's take these two. And then we'll do... Gosh, these are all very, very wormy. I don't know. I mean, you know what? We can go for the TV head and just play around with that as an idea. Maybe it's a helmet and they're carrying it under their shoulder. BRB. Fair enough. Chain. Well, no, the chains would be weird. Ugh, this one is difficult. Okay, these are all like tentacly things in one way or another, but I don't know which one to choose. This is just gonna be, this is weird. You know what? Let's just draw one from the top of the deck and I have to use it. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Okay, you know what? Screw it. These are my rules. I get to play with them how I want. There we go. That's something that I can do. Okay, maybe. How about this? Some kind of explorer, like space explorer kind of person, but they are infected with some kind of disease. Yeah, that seems interesting. Okay, let's go. How do we do this? I want to kind of collapse, I suppose. Now let's just do... holding arm up to face, like looking at it. And then yeah. Chest and hips. Alrighty, and we got that here. And boom, boom. Alright. We already have the beginnings of something. You know what? The shadows are getting a little bit of annoying on this. Well, actually, no, that looks fine. Now that I'm looking at it in the camera. Okay, and we'll... Oh, you know what? Let's put that up, and then we'll have the TV helmet be sideways. So, yeah. And then the other leg will come out in front of it. And then... I need to learn a little bit more about shoe fashion, or like types of shoes, so I can draw them better. But the thing is, whenever I've tried to research shoes, modern shoe fashion always gets in the way, and I'll just be spicy about it. I'll admit, I don't care for it. I don't like modern shoe fashion. They just, it's like pretty much all sports shoes. Oh, hello. Good to have you back, Mulchi. It's all just sports shoes, and really that's not, like, if there's only one dominant style, then like, what, like, there's no, I don't tend to enjoy most dominant styles. One sec, I'm just knitting the brows on this. You do knit brows on that kind of thing, on this kind of face. Not sure. Okay. But yeah, modern, I just don't know. Like, the fact that it's all one style is deeply frustrating to me. And especially with the fact that it gets in the way of me finding a bunch of historical shoe wear. Like, it's just annoying. And I mean, like, I've seen outfits that coordinate themselves with the shoes, and sure, that's kind of neat, but that's not really special enough, in my opinion. Like, it's just all so blah and very consumerist. That's the other part of it that I don't enjoy, is that it's like all the way into the, oh yeah, I got money, so I gotta show off. I gotta show off that I got money, so that money can be so that money can convert to status. And it's like, no, honey, please. People have been doing that for centuries, and like every single time we have been, it's eventually gotten to the point where they get the guillotine, or, you know, the equivalent. You know, most of the time it's not going full French Revolution, but it's like displays of wealth. It's impossible to keep up with. I suppose that's like the sort of influencer situation also coming in. Because a lot of modern influencers, like, you know, it's not been up until very recently that there have been people who get paid to just endorse products, and not really do much else beyond that. Like even sports folks have had to like maintain their sports records. Like, you know, baseball, you still have to play baseball, right? But in the past like 10 to 15 years, we developed, as a society, developed this new role of the influencer who can actually just make a living off of their whole job is getting eyes on things, getting eyes on themselves, getting eyes on products, getting eyes on, you know, various things. And it's like, you know, I suppose advertising like was that, but it's just, I don't know. It's frustrating. Again, going back to shoes, like, I bet you that there's someone who's going to be able to, like, out there who would be able to talk to me and, like, help me understand why shoes specifically and why that specific style of shoe. But, like, again, it just reads to me like, oh, yeah, I'm part of a cult who really likes this one person who wore this specific shoe for this specific event or in this specific way, and it's just I don't know. I think that I am willing to be a bit prejudiced against specifically sneaker people. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm fine limiting my worldview in that way. Shoe? More like shoe. Yeah. I don't know. It's just Yeah, actually it's not shoes. It's not shoes in general. It's specifically sneakers. Like, I get that sneakers are a nice style. They're meant to be comfortable and all that kind of stuff, but like it's just so unworth it in my mind that I can't really conceive how it would be worth it without getting judgmental. So that's my 2 cents on the subject. This drawing is coming along quite well, actually. I was expecting it to go a lot worse, simply because person or, you know, humanoid, and I'm out of practice on humanoids. But you know, it's going all right. I just have to, I suppose, figure it out. Let's get those wires in there. Okay. I really like anthros. I think, like, you know, furries / anthropomorphized animals. It feels like they're a form of character style that I really want to get into. They kind of just have way more variety in their style than a lot of people do. Well, I don't know. I suppose, like, you know, you can typify make everything feel typical and make nothing feel typical. It just depends on who's doing it. And, well, not necessarily who's doing it, but, like, how it's done. I don't know. Feels like there's a lot of variety in these kinds of anthropomorphized characters. And of course, there's a ton of history. I mean, like, if you think about it, the Egyptians were likely the first furries. Let's see. Get this to come across as holes. Not really. Having some trouble with that. Maybe I just... Outlining it more is not really giving the effect that I want, but it is helping. Let's give those kind of armor pieces this other arm. There we go. Alrighty. And gonna be summarized. I haven't really done hands practice in a long time. Same with hips and legs. Ugh. Okay, whatever. This is done well enough for me to be satisfied. The Egyptians were the first furries on record. I'm sure. Oh, the Egyptians were the first furries on record. I'm sure that caveman liked wearing animal skins for more than practical reasons. Yes, super fair. And I bet you that there are some kind of cave paintings that do blend people and animals in some sort of, you know, early art. All right, let's get the next monster thing. Alrighty. Ooh. I do like these, and I remember some of them. I remember that one, especially. But, I have not done these in a while. And there's certainly a good chunk of variety in what's available. Okay, so what can I do with this? I like this tail. I'll do the crown. Maybe this. The exhausts. Let's put this over here so that it's clearer. And then I am not confident enough to draw the ears in this way. I'll swap this out since it's not really fair. I don't like this one either. We'll go with this thing. Okay. So, is that... Big ol' frickin' noggin. With no chin. A big ol' smile. Big ol' spooky smile. And then let's... Oh yeah, we have to give it the crown. Big ol' freaking crown. Spikes all over the place. Just do these 4 for now. Got these 4 for now, and then I will decorate it more fully later. And then maybe we put it writing some kind of something which pours out all this smoke. Big meaty fingers. It's always kind of interested me, like, how fingers can get that, like, that can get meaty and, like, that large. Because it's always, like, you know, there's so little on there for most people. And I mean, for some folks, it's even less. Like, I used to date this climber, and her, like, all of her fingers were way, way thinner than mine. And it was just like, oh gosh, what's going on with this? All right, let's say that it's it's not going to be a motorcycle. It's going to be an alligator. Ah. Ah. Alligator or crocodile, I don't remember which. Inkworm relationship lore. Yes, I have dated people. Woo. Yeah. Okay, wait, actually on dating, I have to ask, like, what is with types, like being into types? Like, gosh, this is something weird that I've just, that I have just, like, not gotten over. Is that, like, apparently people are only attracted to one, like, there are a good chunk of people who are only attracted to one type of person, and I do not get that. I do not understand that. That is real freaking weird to me, because, like, there are so many things that people can do to make themselves attractive, and so many directions that they can take, and it's the same person, but it's like you don't like that one way and you like another way, and it's like 50% of my crushes in high school were Arrow Ace. I have the worst type. Oh my god, the number of girls that I have crushed on that turned out to be gay, and guys that I've crushed on that have turned out to be straight. It is real freaking irritating. I always tend to go for the queers, and unfortunately they're queer in the wrong direction. But them saying, why are you straight? You don't seem straight. You're definitely not straight. Kind of helped me realize that I am non-binary, and also I am bi. It's like, for the longest time, I believed that I was just a little wonky, not necessarily any kind of special way, and not anywhere on the, you know, queer spectrum kind of situation. But turns out non-binary is kind of what fits me best. Statistically improbable. Really though, it's like, you know, at some point you start wondering if it's you who's the problem there.
And I mean, certainly I got hit in the confidence, but eventually I realized, oh no, it's just I suppose I have a type. And unfortunately, the type is funky people, and funky people don't tend to be, you know, having the statistically typical attractions to people. And unfortunately, for a lot of people, like, I seem like I'm, you know, one of the statistic norms, which I suppose is useful in the modern day America, simply just because, holy crap, politics has been a problem. So everyone assumes that I'm on their side, when in fact I am not on either of the political sides. Sorry, back to dating. But yeah, it's like, I always enjoy people who, for a sec, I thought you said monkey people. I mean, you know what? All of us were monkeys at some point. Well, not all of us were monkeys, but, you know, historically, we kind of went the different direction. We're all primates. So I don't know what this guy's vibe. I really like this person's vibe that we're drawing. I don't get it, but I'm into it. Like, there's some good confidence going on here. Okay. There's this. Then there's that. Eyeballs are not actually balls here. The spheres. Kind of like this going on. I'm gonna make just make the lips feel a little bit wrong. All right, so there's that. And then, but yeah, I realize that I like people who, I tend to like people who take care of their appearance. But they also do not tend to, like, the people I'm attracted to don't tend to subscribe to typical, what is it? Typical trends, typical laws of fashion, I suppose. Like, to give an example, I wear all black, and it like, the only times where I wear colors other than black is when I'm not going out. And I like goth styles. Like, I want to work on making, like, not just goth, but like historical wear, historical styling and fashion. And I found someone who dressed like they were a, I'm trying to remember what they specifically stated, what it was, because it was so good. It's not like Waif, it's not Child, it's like, it's not Lolita, but it's kind of a combination of all those, where it's like, oh yeah, you're showing youth, you're showing, you're displaying youth, you're displaying like a lot of lace, a lot of high fashion, but at the same time, it's kind of like unnerving. Like, specifically, oh yes, the person was like, I'm a haunted doll. I like dressing like I'm a haunted doll. And I'm like, holy crap, that's so cool. I really like that. Please, let's hang out more. And then, and of course, I was instantly like into them. But then it turns out that their husband had just died, like not even a month ago, and they were just not able to be in a relationship at that point. So, and then they graduated from college shortly after. Yeah, big freaking oof. I was like, oh my God, I am so sorry. And they were like, no, it feels good to be hit on. But at the same time, sorry, I have the baggage right now. I am not ready to date anyone. But yeah, the fact that, God, I'm always really good at picking out the unavailable ones. Like, also, people, like, I don't know what it is, but I'm good at picking out people who are already in relationships. I suppose that's partially, like, due to people who are interesting to date are, you know, interesting to a lot of people to date. So it shouldn't be too surprising that they've already found a partner who's interested in them. Like, oh yeah, whoop-de-doo. Okay, jumping to a little bit of a different topic. Dating apps and dating sites. There are a lot of problems with those. I've been on them a few times. I think I've like been on them in the past 2 weeks. Wow, they're exploitative. They're like super exploitative and super manipulative. I do not like. But it's hard to find anywhere where people are like, yeah, online dating makes me sad inside. Yeah, it's like, it's hard to find situations and places where people are like actively looking, you know, where there's, I suppose, the consent to be hit on, if that makes sense. Because otherwise it feels really uncomfortable to just out of the blue kind of be like, hey, I'm interested in you and, you know, let's date and blah blah blah. Like, the expectation is just not there everywhere else. If they actually worked, people wouldn't have to spend so much money on them. Well, so here's the thing. That's the point. They do not have any sort of financial incentive to actually get you a healthy, lasting relationship. I am just progressively making this leg longer, and honestly, it's working for me. Yeah, there's no financial incentive for dating apps and dating sites to work, and really all, like, okay, I think I've already talked about the term "inshitification" on this channel, but to summarize, general idea is that this is usually applied to technology, but things only need to work as well as they need to work for you to give money. And you know, you want to incent it, and under the current capitalist system, you are incentivized to give the minimum viable product to the mass majority of people, while charging extra for people to get what would be a decent product. And that just really sucks to me. Because you have this, like, one of the things, in a moment of shame after someone, not shame, but like weakness, I suppose, after my last partner broke up with me, I had actually bought the lifetime premium for Bumble, which was like $300. Sucked, but I was like, oh yeah, you know, if I'm gonna be single for more than a year, then it's going to be the equivalent of premium for that year. Well, you know, that's kind of crappy because I wasn't going to buy premium in the first place. But whatever. I have it now. And having that has made me realize how many features are on these apps that I'm like, and you don't make this the normal way. Why? Just because money? That's real crappy of you. Like for example, matching back. Like all of these apps already say, oh yeah, you know, there's someone who liked you, you know, you gotta find them. And like there's so many times where it's like they're not even in your feed at all for weeks or months. And it's like, really? You know, why? You're just using that to incentivize me to buy premium so that I can actually match with this person who has already said, I'm interested in you. Like, how greedy can you get? Let me just shade this area a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So getting these kinds of things, and also the issue is that there are issues in that they're all owned by one company. So a Match Incorporated or whatever is the one company that owns like all of the apps, all of the popular options. And because this is a form of social media, you need to have as many people available on there as possible. So not only is like the actual platform part, like the actual operation of the platform, part of the product, but the people who are on there are also part of the product. And so if you don't have enough people, then your product is inferior, which means it is really hard for new people to get onto the scene in this kind of scenario. Ponzi scheme energy. Yes, exactly. Very much Ponzi scheme energy, and very heavily leaning towards monopolies or oligopolies. Not oligopolies. No, it is oligopolies. Oligarchy is the government. Oligopoly is the economy. And yeah, okay. I like this one. I think that this has good vibes. All right. But yeah, it's very frustrating to see that, and there have been plenty of folks who have tried to make like open source versions, open source apps, or apps that are like, you know, independent and less what is it called? Like less hyper monetized, and they either get beat or bought. And it's real frustrating to see that happen over and over and over. You know what? How many monsters have we done today? I think I might call it a day at this point. Got 1, 2, 3. Oh, just 3? Yeah, 3 is a good enough number for me. I got one really good one out of it, though. Yay, I like this. I don't know who this is, but like I want to join their biker gang. Unrelated, but I just submitted my second art fight attack. Wonderful. You know what? Is Art Fight still open? Like to sign up for? Or is it like a limited time thing? Because I might just figure out some way to kind of join it. But yeah. For now, we're gonna wrap up on the drawing. Yeah, you can join whenever this month. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, it's fun. Alrighty. Well, sweet. I will have to check it out. We'll see if I have the time. Because I also have a bunch of other things going on. Like, I'm actually going to be getting some stuff in a gallery, which is wonderful. I'm really excited about that, but that means I have to prepare a bunch of stuff to be gallery ready. So, yeah. Alrighty. But for now, let's bring this stream to an end. For those of you with dark skies, good night. And if you have bright days, good morning. Whatever part of the world you're from, I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Bye-bye!